And welcome back. And just what he couldn't see Dale's shot then because he was yawning. He always does that early on a Saturday morning because we do get up at the crack of dawn and we get in here nice and early. Don't you worry about that. But now he's recovered from his yawning session. So over to Dale for the under-18 segment. Here's Dale.
Thank you, Dick. Another round of good football on the weekend. Thompson had their first win of the weekend. Thompson 8-8-56 defeated Geelong West St Joseph's 5-8-38. Jacker was the goal kicker there with 3 and individuals for the rest. Better players Jacker, Jay Clark and O'Neill. And for the Geelong West side, 5 individual goal kickers, better players Marino, O'Toole and Compes. Inverleigh undefeated at this stage, 22-17-149. Defeated Winchelsea 1 goal, no behind 6 goal kickers there at Inverleigh. The larger part of it went to Muir 6, McConaughey 4, Tarbert 4 and Perrott 3. Better players Popovsky, Perrott and Elford. And the goal kicker for Winch was Hobbs. Better players Budavalis, Sawney and Lee. Bannockburn had a win over East Geelong, 10-9-69 to 8-7-55. Goal kickers for Bannockburn, Warple with 3. Better players there, Arclay, Warple and Zonneveld. And for East Geelong, Bowman with 2. Better players Bowman, Kingsley and Saldani. Out at North Geelong, Mighty Magpies, Dick, you got something to cry about out there. 14-13-97 defeated Bellpost Hill.
Dale, that'd be Squawk, not Grove.
Sorry, Dick.
Squawk.
4-5-29. And North Geelong, as I said, won that game. Kingwell with 5 again, Gasper 3 and D. Riccardi 2. Better players Eels, Gasper and War. Individual goal kickers for Bellpost Hill, but they're better players Miller, Rockhow and Stringer. Belmont Lions, tremendous win there against the Werribee Central side, 19-10-124 to defeat Werribee 4-5-29. Jan, Cogsy's gun recruit for the under-18s, got 9. Patterson 4 and Vicar 2. Better players, I think it's Cleal, Vermeulen and Doubledan. And up at the Werribee, 2 goals to Bear. His better players were Hamilton, Camilleri and Bear himself. So, Bear himself. To who? I don't know, Dick, but he did.
Well,
he did well. No, so it's a good round. The Belmont Lions is not one say a surprise win there, but that's probably the first time I reckon they would have beaten Werribee in a long, long time. So if it's not at all, so
a lot of people will be hoping that I never do bear myself, Dale. We're hoping they do. Now, they tell me that there was a big motivational speech to the Belmont Lions under-18s before the game.
Yeah, Brian Coglan gave him the speech about getting out of the Anzac Day, getting out of the tunnels, the trenches, and yep. I think one of the young kids piped up and said, "Cogsy, could you actually get into one?" So I'm not too sure there. I reckon they got more laugh than your joke, Dick.
That's because yours is funny, Dale.
One thing Cogsy and I got in common, we are very big in the trenches. Don't you worry about that. Well, we've got the big game on this afternoon, the 94.7 match of the round, and it's up at the Duck Pond. That's right, folks, the wonderful Werribee Duck Pond. And it's the Werribee Central Centurions, and they take on a rampaging Bellpost Hill Panthers after their convincing win over the North Geelong Magpies last week. Dale, well, this should be a ripper game.
Yeah, look, I think it'll be a great contest, and these sides are probably pretty evenly matched. We spoke about the body size probably last week of Werribee over the top of Belmont Lions, but this week they'll be matched accordingly with some pretty big bodies from the Bellpost Hill side. Looking forward to a great contest. I reckon again it's going to come down to their forward line work. I think their middle clearance blokes will be pretty well similar. Sean Lewis up against Travis Johns. I think that'll be a great contest. Yep. The bloke they're going to have to watch is Hall on the wing. I think he's a great carrier of the contest. They'll need someone that's got a bit of pace. Travis Fursland's a bloke that usually goes to these type of blokes, and I wouldn't be surprised if he lines up at him, but they've still got a lot of players that can actually deliver the ball long into their forward line. Going to be a great contest. I'm really looking forward to going. I would have been loved to have gone to see this game, but unfortunately won't be there.
Got the wedding.
Yeah, got the wedding. I just reckon that from what I've seen from Werribee and what I've seen of Bellpost Hill, it's going to be a very tight game. And I'll probably reckon Werribee home by the barest of margins, I reckon.
Jake, I went up to Werribee Centrals in round 1, and I've got to say the ground, all those jokes about it being the Duck Pond, well, we had no rain just yet, but it is in absolutely splendid condition. This all looks to be a fantastic game.
It does, doesn't it? A cracking football club up in Werribee, and I'm looking forward to heading down there today. As you saw, I suppose Bellpost Hill, as we said, they were disappointing in round 1. They did everything right for 3 quarters, but then they let things slip, and they've been nothing short of exceptional since, I guess. And today, I suppose Werribee are looking forward to this game as well. This will be their first real test for the year. They'll get to play one of the premier sides of the competition, and I really think it's going to be an interesting game. I'm going to side with Dale, though. I think Werribee will get the job done just because it's at home, but Bellpost Hill, as we all know, are a very, very good football side, and yeah, it should be a great game, as we said.
Dale, first of all, now, where is the wedding?
It's here in Geelong.
So you can't just pop up to Werribee Central, do a couple of minutes calling.
I actually said that to my wife that I would do that, but I don't know whether I got that good a reception, Dick, so I've opted for the safer option.
Okay, now the thing is with Werribee Central and Belpo still, they have been a little bit inconsistent this year, haven't been exactly like the same team every week. Belpo still, admittedly they came back and they belted North Geelong last week, but they were pretty ordinary the week before. Do you think there's a bit of consistency starting to creep back into the side now?
Yeah, look, as I said, I think Belpo still definitely. They only had that one bad quarter of football. They went out to Bannockburn the week after, and that was a pretty good, solid win. They really put their foot down that last quarter. And I think the bloke that turned the game that day was Rob Cavca, moved from the back line into the forward line, got 4 in the last quarter and really set them alight. Werribee probably a little bit different. You know, as I said, we spoke to them about the start of the year about how they were going to manage without these younger kids coming through and a bit of leg speed. They have got some big, thicker bodies through the middle of the ground, but they have got these kids in the side now, and I think that's a great combination they've got. Maybe the big inclusion might be the one that Cogs said to us before we started here tonight. Robbie May cleared back to Belpo Hill, so obviously not too happy with the amateur situation up there. Has come back into the club, so that could be an important inclusion if they're prepared to play him. But when a side's winning, it's hard to get a bloke like that to come straight back in and maybe command his spot and kick one of the kids out. But it's going to be really good. I think this is going to be great. The big fella at full forward didn't get a goal last week, so I reckon he'll be pretty hungry.
I wonder what happened there, Jake.
Well, Kitchen's back in form, I guess. I think he kicked, was it 8 goals, I think, last week. So that's something that Werribee probably haven't had over the last few years as well. He's a multi-pronged forward line. So Belpo's still going to have to be wary of that. They're going to have to mind a few players, because if one of them gets loose, they can do a fair bit of damage.
Just on the screen now, folks, a bit of vision there. That's just gone off now, not that vision. That vision there, absolutely magnificent. We can see the Just Think jumpers that East Geelong Footy Club wore last weekend. Fantastic initiative there by the club to do that. Of course, it's a huge campaign here in Geelong to try to prevent violence on our streets, and we support that very much indeed. But that jumper, of course, guys, will be the jumper that the GDFL Interleague side will wear on May the 22nd against the Heathcote Footy Club.
It actually grew on you as the game went on a bit, Dick.
Yeah, I don't mind it now.
But there'll be one jumper out there that will need a bit of repair. Robbie Chamberlain's jumper did come off a little bit worse for wear through a few scrimmages there in the third quarter, so it could be just interesting to see if that one can be repaired.
And the best thing about it is too, without the rain, which we do need the rain terribly, but I've never seen the local footy grounds in such good nick. And as you can see by the vision on your screen, the East Geelong ground is in absolutely sensational condition, eh?
Absolutely mint condition last
It
week.
is. I mean, obviously, other years when they haven't been too good, they've asked me to go out there and roll them, but I don't have to even worry about doing it this year. It's been fantastic. We're going to take a short break, pay some bills. When we come back, we've got all the other action on this afternoon, back after this.